She will be attending University of Rhode Island in the fall. Please join me in welcoming Nicole Kerrigan to the podium.
We are often told that there is no hope for our generation. We're dependent on technology, we're lazy, and we're self-centered. However, I don't think that these characteristics are the worst things about our society. Instead, I believe that our most damaging trait is that we lack the ability to laugh at ourselves. We worry so much about how others will react to the things we say and do that it has forced us to become overly sensitive and monitor every little action. We stress about being the most perfect person in the eyes of everyone we meet. We try too hard because we feel as if the fate of the world depends on whether or not this person likes us. We see each humiliating event in our lives as a failure, when in reality, they're simply part of being human. Think back on some of your favorite memories. How many of them involve laughing at a friend's or your own expense? Life is full of embarrassing moments, whether it's having your voice constantly crack or face planting in the middle of the hallway. I once somersaulted at the end of a cross-country race because my knee collapsed on the last straightaway. Instead of hiding in shame, I simply brushed it off and told people, you know, that's probably the best finish to a race that you'll ever see. Although humiliating moments like those are out of our control, most arise from our own stupidity. For example, my sister once tried to start driving a car without any keys. A friend once asked me, what's 20% of 100? I stared at her until she realized what she said, and when she did, she insulted herself the rest of the night. Another friend said to me, I don't get headbutting. Does the head go into the butt, or does the butt go into the head? You can imagine her embarrassment when I explained to her that headbutting actually involved two heads. Humiliating moments are nothing to be ashamed of, because everyone has them. They may not be easy to look past at first, but laughing about them makes them seem less severe and less daunting. Making jokes about your humiliation does not mean that you're advertising that you're flawed. It means that you're showing that you're human. Despite not being able to laugh at ourselves, we find it easy to laugh at others, especially in movies. But why are we able to laugh at actors' misfortunes and not our own? We all watch movies whose main purpose is to crack jokes. Some examples: The Hangover, Grown Ups, Benchwarmers. When the characters in these movies encounter an awkward or an embarrassing situation, we cannot help but burst into laughter. But if put in similar situations, most of us would be incapable of laughing at ourselves. Is it because it's easier to laugh at fiction than at reality? Or is it because it's easier to laugh at other people than at ourselves? Finding the strength to laugh at our misfortunes can be hard, especially if we see ourselves negatively. So we rely on other people's humiliation to brighten our day and boost our self-esteem. Even if it's fiction, we find comfort in believing there are people with more embarrassing stories than us. With all the self-loathing that accompanies humiliation, you wouldn't think that anything positive would result from embarrassing yourself. However, research shows that people who are able to laugh at themselves after awkward situations actually have better overall health. These people are usually in better moods than others. They're more cheerful more often and are able to cope with things more easily. They also experience less tension and less worry throughout their day and have higher self-esteem. This is because laughing at yourself erases the worry of what others might think of you. You have already made fun of yourself, so others' laughter doesn't faze you. In the end, life is difficult, but it's not unmanageable. We all need to lighten up and not take things too seriously. No one wants to be around someone who takes everything too seriously and has no sense of humor. We all want friends who are fun-loving and happy, which can be simply achieved by laughing at our mistakes. Laughing at yourself hurts no one. Instead, it leaves behind a funny memory and a great story. So if there's one thing to keep in mind as you go on your journey after high school, it's this: take things lightly and just laugh it off.